Any health-related information on the following show provides general information only. Content presented on any show by any host or guest should not be substituted for a doctor's advice. Always consult your physician before beginning any new diet, exercise, or treatment program.
Welcome to Accelerated Health with SaraBanta. I'm a busy wife, mom of 3, and an NANP certified supplement professional, but that's not all. I'm also the founder of the multi-award-winning Accelerated Health Products, a brand offering innovative, natural, scalar-enhanced supplements to optimize your health. And this podcast is not just a source of information, it's a community. We're all here to learn and grow on our health journeys, regardless of where you are today. And this podcast is the springboard to learning, and the free group coaching on Telegram is where we continue that learning together. You can ask your questions. I post tips and tools to deepen your health every single day to keep you motivated. So here's what you can expect. New episodes every Monday and Wednesday with in-depth health discussions and expert guests. Hot topic issues like this one that are in the news every Friday to keep things interesting, and then followed, of course, with the free health group coaching. And you can find the link on SaraBantaHealth.com. Have you thought about detoxing, but you don't know where to start, and you're a little worried about those detox flu symptoms people talk about, or you just don't want to starve, right? Well, I've created over 10 unique, easy detox cleanses where you're eating real food, and they help reset your body while feeling great. There are no detox symptoms. You can start with the colon cleanse just to get yourself pooping, like the topic we're talking about today, or the liver cleanse, or the parasite cleanse, the candida cleanse, the kidney cleanse, the bladder cleanse. Do you get UTIs often? Or the full-blown accelerated diet cleanse that incorporates everything and gives you a full reset. Well, you can take the detox quiz. The link's at SaraBantaHealth.com to find the right one for you. And maybe you're not ready for a detox, but you want to start with a few supplements. Don't know where to start? Just complete my health goals form on the website, and I personally will put together a protocol just for you. Just by taking a few steps forward, you will change your life. And I'm here to help you every step of the way. And as I mentioned, we're talking about constipation. Most of you suffer from it. It is a regular thing. It could be the new pandemic. Just kidding. But really, it is a problem because 80% of disease is from constipation, from the colon, because it's recycling those toxins that we're taking in through our diet of air, food, all the things that I talk about, the toxins, the heavy metals, the radiation, all of that stuff. And there's so many factors that are causing constipation. And a lot of people will just go to that pooping tea or that supplement off the shelf with senna or something to just get things out. But constipation can be influenced by the micronutrients we consume, but the specific role of dietary copper hasn't been something that comes top of mind when you're thinking about constipation, but now maybe it should. A recent study sheds light on how copper intake might be linked to better bowel health, offering exciting insights for both prevention and management. And what's so interesting is that during the pandemic, all of you were supplementing with zinc. Well, guess what cancels out zinc? Copper. So as you're overdosing on zinc, you're depleting your copper stores. The spike protein also depletes copper stores, and so does processed food, which accounts for about 70% of your diet. So we are a copper depleted society. But using the data from the National Health and Nutritional Examination Survey conducted between 2005-2010, researchers analyzed the dietary habits of U.S. adults and their bowel health. They used advanced statistical methods to determine how copper intake correlates with constipation. The finding was striking. For every unit increased in dietary copper intake, the prevalence of constipation decreased by 20%. That is significant. Higher copper intake was associated with better bowel regularity. And what's particularly encouraging is that the relationship held steady across all subgroups, sexes, ages. It didn't matter. So this really stresses the importance of copper and micronutrients in general. And we are depleted in all of those micronutrients because our soils are depleted, right? So copper might not be the first thing that comes to mind when addressing constipation, but its role in optimizing that intestinal function is becoming increasingly clear. And you gotta get pooping, you guys. This is one of my favorite topics because it is the basis of health. I always say that sleep is that cornerstone of health. I would say second, it's pooping and bowel movements. So yes, surprisingly, copper can help with constipation. Let's look at how. It's essential for several enzymatic processes in the body. I always call it as the hidden hero, the guy behind the scenes that's doing the work. One of its critical functions is supporting the production of digestive enzymes. Proper enzyme activity ensures that effective breakdown of food, which promotes those regular bowel movements. Copper is also involved in the proper function of the nervous system. The enteric nervous system, often referred to as the gut's brain, controls bowel motility. A healthy nervous system supports an adequate copper levels, ensures both smooth muscle contractions in the intestines and aiding in those regular bowel movements. That gut brain connection is so strong. Tell me when you're severely stressed, you could be either constipated or have diarrhea. It has a huge effect on your bowel movements, and copper also plays a role in that. Copper also is needed for the production of collagen in your skin, but also your connective tissues and the intestines. So it relies on those strong, healthy connective tissues to maintain their structure and function. Weak or damaged intestinal tissues can contribute to those constipation issues. And then also copper and iron, they go back and forth, right? We think we're anemic because we're low in iron. We actually have plenty of iron in our body, but copper needs to open the door to let the iron get to where it needs to go. So it's so ironic that iron supplementation can cause constipation. So it makes sense that copper can actually do the opposite. It helps the body utilize iron efficiently. They balance each other for that hemoglobin production, oxygen transport, overall energy levels, and the iron imbalances can cause sluggish digestion, and so that is where it comes into play. Also, copper has a natural antimicrobial properties, which can help maintain the healthy gut microbiome by controlling the growth of harmful bacteria. I know if I ever get a bout of E. coli, for some people, they might get diarrhea. I get constipated. I get super bloated. It's really uncomfortable. Well, copper helps with that, those pathogens in the gut and balance the microbiome. And it also supports bile production. Bile is critical for fat digestion and maintaining those regular movements. Insufficient bile can lead to hardened stools, constipation, and copper's role in supporting liver health may alleviate this. Also, the iron stores in your body are stored in the liver. So many people now, me included, with my liver issue that I've had over the last couple months that is now corrected, my iron stores and ferritin were very high in my liver because they weren't processing it. Well, that was caused probably by low copper as well. So those are the benefits of copper when it comes to constipation. But there's so much more that copper does. It helps boost that energy production. It helps increase ATP. It helps that iron absorption, so it's boosting the energy in that way and also alleviating anemia. It strengthens the immune system. It helps the skin and the hair and the nails and the eye color. It actually can reverse your gray hairs and the loss of pigmentation in your eyes. Did you know you lose eye color as you get older? It helps prevent oxidative stress. It's a powerful antioxidant. It supports that brain health. Copper foods are known as brain food for a reason. It improves circulation throughout the body, strengthens the bones and the connective tissue. You need it for preventing osteoporosis. So it's not just calcium and vitamin K. You got to have your copper too. Now, some foods that have copper in them: shellfish, nuts and seeds, organ meat. I'm really trying to eat my liver in some way. Dark chocolate, leafy greens, but this is the problem. Getting it from food is not that easy. Many of the copper-rich foods, like nuts and seeds, are loaded with plant compounds such as lectins and oxalates. And you hear me talking about these. These plant poisons can damage the gut lining, leading to issues like leaky gut, impaired nutritional absorption. Copper in these foods is not going to be absorbed. So you might be taking it in, but it's not getting to where it needs to go. While the animal-based sources like liver and meat and seafood are really good, how many of you are eating liver? Now, what I'm trying to do is get my ground venison and bison with the liver and the heart blended in. So I can't taste it, but at least I'm getting it in. That's one way to do it. But you really do need to supplement. And that is why we came out with accelerated scalar copper, because there's no copper like it. Well, copper is essential, and the difference between accelerated scalar copper and other coppers, most coppers only have about 5% absorption, right? You get what you pay for. Accelerated scalar copper, it's in liquid form, and it has an incredible almost 99% absorption rate. So you are getting what you need. And it goes through the proprietary scalar copper technology, just like our other liquid supplements. And it goes through this water implosion technology and then enhanced with scalar frequencies. The water implosion technology gives it more life force, more energy, more chi, where it's going to become more effective and more absorbed throughout the body. Okay, of course, it's made with ozonated, UV sterilized distilled water and 99.99% ultrafine pure scalar copper. So there's no copper that comes close to it, and that is why I take 1 tablespoon daily, and it is super good for your liver. And we talk about the importance of your liver health. Those liver cleanses and the accelerated liver care are really important for that constipation issue and for your digestion as well. But what other supplements help with constipation? So you're not just reaching for those detox teas that could actually backfire, or the laxatives that your body could get used to. Well, number one, the magnesium breakthrough. We are all deficient in magnesium. It's essential for 600 biochemical reactions in the body, but most people, around 80%, are deficient. Why I like the magnesium breakthrough, it's got 7 different types of magnesium in it for all different functions in your body, but it gently helps with the bowel movements. You can also go with the oxy powder. So that is ozonated magnesium oxide to soften the stools and detoxify the digestive system. So this is a little stronger. And then for the strongest cases, we've got the Laxa Comfort, and this is an Ayurvedic formula. It literally is a lifesaver for severe constipation. I've had people come to me saying, Sara, I haven't pooped in a week. Nothing works. And the Laxa Comfort works. Now, most people, if they're having issues with constipation, are low in electrolytes, and that's where the accelerated ancient salt can come in. So it's with 62 minerals, it's unrefined salt. How it works, it has this osmotic effect. It pulls water into the intestines to soften the stool. And then it stimulates that peristalsis, the muscle contractions that move stools along. People that do a lot of laxatives or a lot of colonics can lose those muscles, and nothing is pushing things along the colon. And that's where they get into problems, where the accelerated ancient salt can actually stimulate their peristalsis. It cleanses the colon, it boosts the digestive secretions, it helps with the digestion of fats, and it actually helps with nausea. If you have a backed up liver, you might get nauseous when you are digesting fats. Well, the salt will help with that nausea. Now, a lot of people are having constipation issues because they've got leaky gut, and that's when I would turn to the accelerated leaky gut bundle with the mega spore biotic, a spore biotic, not a probiotic. It will give your gut what it needs. It's not going to overpopulate your gut with too much of a good thing. It is going to give your gut what it needs, and then it has the mega pre to support those good bacteria and the mega mucosa to heal that leaky gut lining. The accelerated cellular detox powder reduces inflammation, bloating, and helps with the constipation as well. It also takes out that excess dietary fat and helps with cholesterol now that it has the chitosan in it. I love it following the accelerated liver care because you are cleansing that liver, rebuilding the liver, and then the detox powder comes in an hour after and soaks up those toxins that you're kicking out. And so it's really that 1-2 punch to cleanse out the liver, cleanse out the colon, and get things moving. You might need digestive enzymes. The Holozyme and the healthy gut HCl guard really work well to break down the proteins, those unfolded proteins, to let the amino acids get to your hair and your muscles and everywhere it needs to get to. And you might also need butyrate, which is a postbiotic. Butyrate is a short chain fatty acid. It's really missing in our diet now, and most people are finding that it's helping with their constipation and their bowel issues. That's a lot of information. Constipation is a huge issue for a lot of you, mostly women. And you can use these supplements, starting with that accelerated copper, because that is one of the micronutrients we're all depleted in. So start with the basic fundamental, work upwards with these other supplements to see what is key. You might not need all of them. You might, to start and then to back off. You can always use the Hiwi Microgen device as well, with over 60,000 different programs. I've had people with constipation issues on a whole bunch of supplements saying, Sara, with this machine, I don't need any of the supplements anymore. It has helped with my constipation. Helps with colitis, IBS, constipation, parasites, intestinal inflammation, you name it, it's got it. So thanks for listening. Our discussion does not have to stop here. If you're feeling lost in the supplement world, no worries, I'm here to help. I know it can be confusing. You can start by getting your free supplement protocol. Head to SaraBantaHealth.com, complete the form, and I will personally put together a protocol for you. Follow me on social media at Accelerated Health Products and join the free health group coaching on Telegram. There is no downside. Listen anywhere. Find this podcast, Accelerated Health with SaraBanta, on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, E360, iHeartRadio, and over 100 platforms. And spread the knowledge. Share this podcast with some of your friends that are not pooping. It is important, and they will thank you. You can use the coupon podcast10 to get 10% off your first order. Remember, I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so join me next time for more ways to unlock your health potential.